Guys, when it comes to medical, it's very important to be squared away, to have the tools you need. It's not black magic, but it does take some forethought and some training to know a little bit about the basics. And guys, that's whether you're at the range, if you're on a camping trip, if you're in your vehicle. Having a medical kit available can save your life, or it can just help you get through a really bad situation. Today we're going to take a look at the Dispatch. This is from Roaring Fire Gear. It comes in a black ballistic nylon, but it also comes in a wax canvas. And this gets that traditional look more for camping, hiking, bushcrafters, and it's just got a really great look to it. Yet both of them have all the modern features. So I've got both of these packed out. We're just going to look at some of the items that you really need, but guys, seriously, you need to have a good trauma kit, and having a patch on it to identify it is also important in case someone else finds this kit, and then it identifies it as first aid. And you can check out all the details at roaringfiregear.com, and we want to give a big thank you to Roaring Fire Gear for sending the Dispatch IFAC for this review. Well, guys, when it comes to medical, it's very important to have your IFAC, and that's your individual first aid kit. Of course, these are the Dispatch. There's a couple of different colors. We have the black and the Cordura, which is typical. It's 1,000 denier Cordura. Then we have the wax canvas. I love this. It's naturally water repellent. This also has a coating on it to keep it water repellent. But I love the traditional look. And typically, wax canvas is more expensive. It's a little bit more when it comes to the process, but they are offering both of these at the same price. Now, and I like just the coloring. This chestnut is what it's called, and it's just a very classic look, yet it has all the modern features of your standard Cordura pack. I have it in my vehicle, and that's one place that's very important to have it. I mean, people have accidents all the time, and having a trauma kit, it may be for you, it may be for a passenger, or it may be for someone that's on the side of the road. But also, if you're out in the woods, you're driving around, we have a 4x4, and it's great to have one of these tucked away in the back, because things can happen when you're out and you may be away from medical attention. Also, I keep one in my shop, and I have one so in case something happens, I'm a lot of times messing around with knives or firearms or whatever, and also with tools. Working through that, I really need to have something that's going to help me in case something happens. But then mainly for the range. Now, we go to the range quite often, so it's really smart, and we have multiples of these at the range. Guys, every time we're at the range, we have trauma kits in different locations so we can get to them. And so having the Dispatch, it's just easy to get to. We've got our red cross on here so we know where it is. Makes it easy to identify. And if you're going to the range, guys, you really need to have a trauma kit, especially if you're bringing in the Ruger Alaskan and 454 Casull. You might not need this after this, but definitely, guys, when you're at the range, definitely have a trauma kit available and have it clearly marked. But we have a hook and loop field, and both of these again are identical. We also have MOLLE straps here on the front, and we have MOLLE straps on the back with brass snaps. And so this just gives you that MOLLE attachment capability. I can put this on a pack. I can put this wherever I want to, even on my belt if I'd like. So it gives you some options. Here on the side, these are elastic. And so this allows you to really attach something, and you can stretch this out, and you can put different items on each side, whether it's an extra tourniquet, and we have shock cord that's all on this side just to secure it a little bit better, or on the outside of the elastic bands. Now, the zippers have paracord pulls. They are YKK, so they're self-lubricating. Really, those are industry standards as far as quality, and so both of them have those, and especially when you're deploying this, you're opening it up, those zippers are going to be very important. Here at the top, we have a grab handle. Now, the grab handle is very important because we want to be able to pull this. And so we pull this off, and we have a Velcro field. And so then this just secures it. But the great thing is I can take it, hold on to that, and I can just rip this open. And that's one thing you really want with an IFAC, is you want everything to be set out and ready to go, easy to access. I was just at the Georgia Bushcraft fall event, and actually I use this as an example, and it looks like I've pulled out a couple of items. But one of the things about this is it gives you enough size to be able to really get organized. We have these side pouches, we have elastic keepers here, and some of them are bound so you can put smaller items, and then we have some on this side that are more adaptable. shock cord right here. This is an elastic band. This allows for a lot of items to be stuffed in here. And then I've got my cat tourniquet here, and I've got it just stuck down in here. It fits really nice. Now, a lot of people will put another cat tourniquet on the outside, and I really highly recommend that. You should have at least a couple. But this just gives you that room, and then all the way down this front sleeve. And I can put different items on here, and also even boo-boo kit items, which I like to call it, or first aid, where it comes to Band-Aids, bandages, Advil, stuff like that. Just your basic first aid stuff. So this gives you kind of the best of both worlds. Here with the black version, of course, same thing. We're going to just pull this up, and then again, you can just grab this strap right here and you can just rip it down. And so it gives you everything just laid out. And so this is, to me, a great way to do it. Now, there are a lot of different IFACs out there that will do this. This is just a different way that this is set up. But again, I like this because it will compact to a fairly narrow size. And yet, I have a lot of items in here. Again, cat tourniquet. We have some chest seals right here, and we have an Israeli bandage. And this can actually be used as a tourniquet as well. Then we have some Celox, and this is actually a hemostatic gauze. So this will stop the bleeding and you can pack the wound. And I think that's it. Here I've got a mirror. Now, especially if you're administering first aid, this is going to be important. You can see if you have cuts or places that you can't get around to, you can use the mirror to be able to spot different areas that you might be injured. A couple of pair of nitrile gloves. And that's not only for the patient, but it's also for you. You got to be careful not to get blood on your hands. There could be something going on. So having nitrile gloves is important. And then here we have one of the nasopharyngeal tubes, and this is when it really gets serious. This goes up your nose. Then I have one of the Benchmade triage. And this is just an excellent knife, has the sheep's foot, and so when you're going in and cutting clothes, it actually protects from cutting the leg. And this is just a really excellent knife. There are some lesser priced options that work pretty well. And then we have just a seatbelt cutter, but this also cuts away clothing. It has a really sharp blade to it. And then we have right here a little carbide tip, and this is also great for a vehicle tool that you can use for an emergency tool. And while I'm not a big fan of Benchmade's Politics, they make really great products, and I've had this for a number of years. Now here on this side, I do have a small flashlight, and I think that is important to have. And this is one of the i3T EOS from Olight. Small, easy to tuck away. And you'll notice that in the other one, I have a Sharpie. And really, I would keep that Sharpie in there as well so you can keep track of your tourniquet when you apply it, write the time on it. Again, your cat tourniquet just goes right in this sleeve, and you could put two in there. You could put one in this other pouch. One caution about cat tourniquets: make sure that you get these from a reputable dealer. Medical Gear Outfitters is one that I'll recommend because they get their cat tourniquets directly from North American Rescue. Some of these that are made in China, the Winslet will actually break and the parts will break. So again, make sure it's an actual cat tourniquet. Now, up here at the front, we have Stop the Bleed. This is also a hemostatic. In fact, this is in the powder form. It's not the gauze. And then we have an emergency space blanket, which is important because if someone starts to go into shock, you need to wrap them up with this, and this keeps them warm. Even if they're not going into shock, if it's cold, this really helps. And then I have my boo-boo kit. I have one of the lock sacks. These are great. They're leak-proof. And then I have antibiotic ointment. I have some bandages. I have some Benadryl, some Advil, just a few things that I might need in case there is some kind of problem that's not life-threatening. And that triple antibiotic ointment is important, especially if you get cut. But you can see we've got a lot of space. It's really nice to organize. It keeps this opened up. Everything's right there in front of you so you can get to it. Now, I will say that you can actually put other items in here. If you don't want to put on the medical patch on the front and you just want to put regular EDC items or different things, I mean, this pouch is very organizable, and that's one thing I really love. Plus, I love this contrasting color. I can see everything, I know where things are, and so it makes it really easy. In fact, this has a little bit of padding in this particular compartment, and so it's just going to add to keeping those items more protected from getting pressed. This is really a well thought out pouch. And of course, we just have our regular patch on here. I would highly recommend applying one of these patches to your med kit, because you might know that this is a med kit, but if you're out or if somebody's looking for one, this is the way to find it, and they can tell this and identify it immediately. Now I have a few other different type items. I have the H&H compressed gauze. We have some Quick Clot, and this is also that hemostatic dressing. Here I just have some more just standard bandages. We have our emergency space blanket, and we just have some other things. Now this is actually a mini wound closure module, and this is for if you get a cut, you can actually put super glue, really, and it can seal the wound. And so this is made just for that, and there are super strips or steri strips inside. And then here we have a 4-inch modular bandage, and it is wrapped up and vacuum sealed. We have some Celox, which is also hemostatic, and we have the IFAK seal, which are also chest seals. Now you might say, what about chest seals? If there is a puncture wound, especially a gunshot where it goes through and through, you need to be able to seal the body cavity, because if you're able to seal the front, they may not be able to breathe, their lungs might collapse unless you can seal the back and allow that to happen. Of course, I am not a medical professional, but I do know that chest seals are important. Then again, we have our standard cat tourniquet, and it does have time right here, so you just write that down. I have some tape, this is for bandages, and we just have some band-aids tucked in here. Now here in the back, where I don't have the Benchmade triage, I do have some shears, and so I can cut clothing away if I need to get to a certain point. And so again, there are a lot of different items that you can use, and really you need that size to be able to fit everything in there. Now while this doesn't have that really bright color with the natural chestnut color, I mean, it makes it easy to see. Again, there is an elastic loop here. Here at the back we have Velcro keepers, and this is for both pouches, whether it's the black Cordura or the wax canvas. And again, you can see the different type of elastic loops that we have, and just to help you get more organized, shock cord, and a little bit of padding here to protect what's inside. And then of course we have our shock cord coming all the way down. So to give you a little comparison, we have one of the VanQuest IFACs. I've been using this for years. This is one that I've had for a long time, and it's a great pouch. It has your hook and loop filled in the front, but it does have the MOLLE slits. We have hook and loop, we have YKK zippers with paracord pulls, and we have the shrink cord or the shrink tube. And then the material is very strong. It's 1000 denier. On the sides you have loops. You even have some Velcro keepers on either side. And then we have that little handle, and also we have a red Velcro little identification tab. We have some MOLLE on the back. It's 3 straps instead of going all the way down, but we do have some keepers here, and this is just webbing material. But overall, this has been a great pouch. Now for this one, you grab hold here, you can put your finger in it, grab the strap, and you just pull it open. So I like that opening possibility. It makes it really quick, but we do have the contrasting color. We have less organizational here with this elastic band, even though we have 2 smaller bands. But a lot of times some of the medical gear is a little beefier and bulky. And then we have the 2 little slots on either side, a slot in the front and in the back. With the Roaring Fire, we had Velcro keepers on either side to keep these closed. And then we had a elastic band here just to allow this to stay in and out, and it was somewhat padded. And then here on the front, very nice row for putting all kind of different things. Great little pouch. I mean, I really like it. Now, one of the big things though about the VanQuest, and for that matter the Maxpedition, and I had the Maxpedition pouch, but it's just in my vehicle, and it's full, ready to roll, but it's a smaller kit. The Maxpedition has just a little bit of a shorter size. It's about the same width. The Maxpedition runs 47.23, and again, it's about a third smaller than this. These run $70.54, and I found those prices on Amazon. With the Roaring Fire Gear Dispatch IFAC pouch, these run $47.99, free shipping, and you can get 10% off using RF10. And they have a lifetime warranty as well. These are about 9 inches in height and about 6.2 inches in width. So it gives you a really nice size to be able to put really all the gear you want to. The black 1000 denier Cadora or the chestnut wax canvas, again, they both run $47.99, free shipping in the US, lifetime warranty. And guys, these things are really well constructed. But guys, whatever you do, make sure that you have an IFAC somewhere in the close proximity in case you ever need it. So guys, again, having medical is vital, whether it's at your house, in your car, if you're at the shooting range, if you're hiking and camping, wherever you are, there's always a possibility that someone could really get injured. This may actually even save their life. But make sure you get the training. That's very important, because if you have something that happens to your loved ones, you want to make sure that you can take care of them, or you may actually be helping yourself. Again, they have it in wax canvas and in the ballistic nylon, whatever fits your style. And a big thank you to Roaring Fire Gear for sending the dispatch for this review. And you can get all the details at roaringfiregear.com. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. Also comes in a wax canvas, the best of both worlds. This is just really a well thought out patch. I mean, now because the price, okay, dadgummit. Okay, yeah, let me just do that.